Piscean collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Virgo to your full moon in Pisces, August into September 2023. I am your reader. Pisces moon. I was born on this full moon. Angelo, Lyons, Mal for short. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998. Author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. Available on Kindle. There's a link in the description box. You can preview it for free and read if you would. In the free preview, the dedication to my mom, who I'm going to be driving up to see next week, spend some time, and buying a house up there. Going to be moving from where I am on Long Island to upstate New York in the Saratoga County area. So yeah, a lot going on my plate. Very excited about it. Crossing my fingers, taking the deep breaths, you know what I mean. Yeah, go check it out. Oh, and if you want the behind the scenes of all of that, come Patreon on Patreon. I'm a creator on Patreon, a magnificent subscription service for people of a creative artistic inclination. Right now I got humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, gods, and goddesses as my different levels of subscription. We will be adding mystics soon. I don't know if it'll be ready for this this new moon in Virgo, but I am a Virgo, Pisces moon, born on this full moon. You know, I'm going to try and get as much done as I can while I pack the house to get ready to sell and go find out. Anyway, yeah, so I'm there every morning, cup of coffee, hair doing what it's going to do, in a bathrobe, talking about the day's astrological weather, the spiritual implications, the magical applications, and all that. It's a unlisted YouTube link, so you have to have the link to partake, but you can come and chat with me in the mornings, which is a lot of fun. And we always end with a little prayer meditation thingy hoo-ha doo-dah, plus all of my subscribers have access to my extended readings, past, present, and future. So let's get down to biz, shall we? Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but let's get on with it. Just call me Mal. My fishy family, my mer people, you're new to the channel. 5-card draw just means one card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline, like card of the day, but 5 of them, and for a 2-week period. In this case, a waxing moon from new to full. We'll talk about that in a minute. Suffice to say that these excuse me, my hair was uncomfortable. Leo rising. These cards represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit. To get you clues, tips, and hints about the manifestational process, spell casting, plant a seed at the new, watch it grow to full, in terms of manifesting your heart's desires. We'll talk about that too, but in the meantime, let's look at the actual timeline itself, the new moon in Virgo. Saturday, August 27th, 4:17 a.m. Eastern. I'm from Long Island. I live on Long Island. I'm in New York, so that's Eastern time. And it's a powerful day. It's a new moon. For starters, it's new moon on a Saturday, an Earth day. Saturn is the element of Earth. And Virgo, the mutable Earth sign of the zodiac. So it's an Earth day with an Earth sign, and could really plant a seed of something to manifest physically, but I would think it would have an emotional impact because the full moon is in our sign, Pisces. Saturday, September 10th, 5:59 a.m. Let's just say 6 a.m. Eastern, right? And I will be doing my magic from 11:30 p.m. on the 9th to a little bit afterwards, a foot in each day. I make myself some personal holy water. Got a good spell planned for that one too for my people on Patreon. Then the rest of the world sees it. They get advanced. They get to see it like a week before everybody else, sometimes more. So, look, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. You want a private read? Then we got real specific. I am a Virgo with a Pisces moon. I can feel it, and I can zone in on the details. There is a link in the description box of booking a reading with Mal. We'll talk about it at the end. Again, I'm sure. Is that about it? I guess that's about it. Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. And I will do the best that I can to help you fulfill your heart's desires, because they're assigned to us before we incarnate. They're written into this script, and then we forget we're immortal souls. Children of the gods and goddesses as immortal souls. on heroes' journeys in human bodies, right? We forget that, right? We signed up for our heart's desires, and no matter how much we try and avoid them, forget them, cover them up, they always have a way of popping back up, don't they? So I'm going to help you fulfill your heart's desire because it's part of a larger plan, a divine plan, a quantum golden timeline, all that stuff. And as you do that, and cross-watchers too, if you apply this information and healing or whatever to yourself, you're not just healing yourself, you're helping to heal the Pisces collective, particularly the one that you're cross-watching for. Let's just do it. Breathe. So much explanation just to get to divination. Oh, but here we go. Still point. Let's talk about heart's desires. As using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, I call upon the ancestors of magic, of miracles, of mysticism, for the Piscean collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading in word and video and energy, using these magical spell cards. What is the spell fragment? To help them refine, define, hone, clarify their element of fire. What we yearn for is not two, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, this new to full. Oh my God, safe home. Told you. At the time of this recording, we might be putting some money down on something in a couple of days. We found something we like. I just haven't seen it yet. My parents are checking it out. Safe home. I cast the circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt. Gerald Gardner, white courtesy telephone, black spirits and white, red spirits and gray, come ye that way, around and around, throw out and about, the good come in, the bad keep out. I cast this circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt. So yes, certainly a protective spell. I mean, you could do that anywhere, anytime. Put it in a ring, right? Put it in an earring, and do a little Carol Burnett and trigger that thing around you. But, you know, this is about being either safe in your own home, having safe space, sacred space, obviously. But again, that can play itself out in so many different ways. Let's ground it a little bit for our element of earth. We're using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the card the stone indicated in the card, and you want to use it as a magical carrier, amulet, well, in safe home, if it's about keeping stuff out, that's an amulet. Amulet away, talisman toward, right? The electromagnetic spectrum pretty much defined there symbolically. You can use anything, though. If you don't have the stone, don't worry about it. Just grab something, and there's nothing wrong with actually taking a rock of any kind, doing the spell, and burying it somewhere on your property. Got lots of that going on. Please take a nice deep breath. End of the series, man. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North Powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle, O Archangel of Lyons, Archangel Ariel, who I was apparently named after. One card in clarity for the Piscean collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is their element of earth? The fuel to feed the fire to help them ground and manifest their heart's desire of this safe home, this new in Virgo to their Pisces full. Is it? Rutilated quartz! Rutilated quartz! Rutilated quartz. I love it. I have a ring too, the Ring of Apollo. It used to be called golden hair, those little golden filaments. In rutilated quartz, they are called rutiles, according to science. I love this I'm going to say us, I'll claim this. Rutilated quartz, vibrational healing, higher mind, which is the mind of your higher self, usually, and reconciliation. You are subconsciously receiving loving vibrations and thoughts from someone connected to your past. Yeah. An episode or conflict that hurt you emotionally is now being healed and reconciled by the power of forgiveness and unconditional love. Well, because that's the only thing that can do that. The ego does not want to forgive, it don't know how. The soul knows how to forgive. The personality in between those two, right? Human, hero, mortal, God. Ego, soul, ego, personality, soul, higher self. Soul, that's the hero's journey, right? The personality, it's like, well, I want them to die, but I also want to be free of this, right? So it has to choose. So this is being done with a much higher mind, which is the holy, the higher self. That's sort of like, there's only one of you here, so chill. Over the coming days, you may find yourself emotionally and mentally reciprocating this love as you reflect on a person or past event. So this need not necessarily be about a person, as it could be a place in terms of a safe home, what you've been through in the space that you might be living in right now or working in, right? Because I cast this circle roundabout, safety is now beyond doubt. That's warding, right? That's protection and defense magic. All sorts. It could really be about anywhere to feel at home in your own skin, right? Again, a general read. Through this mutual exchange of love, past wounds are now energetically being healed and all negative attachments resolved and released. That's cool. Now, you see, I've learned 53 years old. I'm going to be 54 on September 6th. Yeah, I know, I don't look at things. That threw me off. I love doing that joke, though. No, I learned to keep this handy in case I forget the words, because sometimes there's a lot packed into that one, but I have a feeling with root-related quartz I'll be fine. So we've got our fire, we've got our earth. Let's get our element of air, the thought, the mind, all that third eye, crown chakra, throat chakra stuff. Healing with the Angels Oracle, 2 ways to interpret these. I often find them both complementary and helpful. One is the words on the card, put it through the mind, right? The way I do that is I look things up on Google, the original meanings of words. Some of them are ancient, like I think my favorite one so far really is the word gorgeous. It's ancient French. I didn't even know French had an ancient aspect. Ancient French for elegant. Doesn't really mean that now, does it? Oh my god, it's so gorgeous. It's not necessarily elegant. Oh, the one I looked up last night, Messiah, means an anointed one. I mean, you go back to the original meanings of these things, right? And how, like, a historic game of telephone over millennia, right? And just changes meaning. Because sometimes that can give you that little piece of confirmation to make a general reading more specific. You don't go in like this. We're fishies. We swim in different directions. The other thing is these are healing angels. So if you call them, they will come. This is like, instead of just putting out the call, help, it's refining it a little bit. So make a prayer, make a spell, call them in. But they won't come unless invited, unless called in, like vampires, except they give way more than they take. Shall we? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the beloved angels and archangels of water, the sign of Pisces, powers of the south, the Gabrielites, blowing that horn, please. One card in clarity for the Piscean collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video and receiving this reading. What is their element of air to stoke that fire, to manifest their heart's desire of a safe home with reconciliation, vibrational healing, that unconditional love, the higher mind, right? Really like stepping in, like divine intervention to do some healing from past trauma or whatever that was emotionally wounding, person, place, or thing. Please, what's the element of air? So that the mind can come into alignment, as well as calling those healing angels with their wings in the wings, waiting to zoom in for us this new twofold. Archangel Michael, the only one named in this deck of cards in this Healing with the Angels Oracle. Archangel Michael, the Archangel of Truth. Now there's some research for you. Woo! Has Michael just shown up in all ways, shapes, and forms? I mean, John Travolta played Archangel Michael back in the 90s with Andy McDowell. The songs about pie, the actual food, not the number. Please don't make me do math. Archangel Michael's no joke. I love him. I got the Blue Angel Oracle, his oracle from Blue Angel Publishing. Really, really good stuff. Because he is the Archangel of Truth. He is. It's the sword of truth that cuts you free, that helps you see things differently. I'm rhyming. They're in the room. They're always in the room. Look, you can't call on Archangel Michael in vain. I'm just raised Roman Catholic. I don't look at things. No Tino, it's just a joke. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. But the Saint Michael, the Archangel, protector, patron of firefighters and cops and rescue workers and all that stuff. So, he's a little butch. He's a little on the butch side. I love him. But he is unconditionally loving, right? And the most iconic imagery I can think of when I think of him, because I was raised Roman Catholic, is with the sword like this, with his foot on Lucifer or the devil, because for some people they're the same beings and some they're not, and that's okay. To each their own. One light, infinite lenses, right? You find your way. But the truth versus the lies and the illusions. Yeah. The shadow and the light, on and on and on. So, look, in terms of safe home, call in Archangel Michael, just say, will you please help me? I need this safe space. And I know a lot of pagans don't work with angels, but angels are celestial. They don't belong to anybody. They're outside of time and space so far. What do you think they care about our socio-religio-political point of view on them? They don't care. They are celestials, and very few of them have walked the planet, by the way. A bunch have. Archangel Ariel, for example, one of the Earths. So there is something here that's being healed on the inner and vibrationally, for sure. So if this is about being safe in your own skin, if you are an empath, right, totally a vibrational, energetic empath, feeling other people's stuff, really hard to tell. Is this me? Is this them? Once you become different than the narcissist versus empath schemata going on planet Earth right now, imploding itself. This is really more, if you're a Pisces, I'm a Pisces moon in my 8th house. Please, right? I can feel people's stuff from around the world, particularly since I started doing readings on YouTube and getting clients all over the planet, right? Just stretching that energy field. It's like the water connecting all the continents. Well, then there's a great big huge healing here for you. Now, for me, with Safe Home, it's exactly what I'm shopping for right now, and hopefully by Friday I'll have been taking a big step forward, which is fine. I will pass for this sucker on Saturday. But let's get our element of water we use, the Whispers of Love Oracle. Often a party changer deck just turns the party drastically. This is the higher selves of all involved. This deck has been blessed for their use to communicate, if you will, to divine through me. But the element of water is key, particularly for a water sign, right? It's the emotional, it's the heart part, it's the love. There's a difference between putting love and in a spell, fueling the spell, charging the spell, and doing a love spell. But you can do a love spell to charge it. So, anyway, please take a nice deep breath. It's my last reading of the day. Still point. And here we go. I call upon the higher selves of all involved. 5th dimension and above. 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the Pisces collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, and cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading? Cross-watcher! Cross-watcher! Please, what is the piece of information, inspiration, insight most needed for them, for the element of water, the energy and motion that we experience as emotion, as divine beings and immortal souls on heroes' journeys in human bodies, so they can manifest this safe home? I cast a circle roundabout. Safety now is beyond doubt. And safety is a noun as well as a verb. It is an emotion, right? I feel safe. I feel safety, right? I create safety. And with that rutilated quartz, right? Let's just make sure we get those words right. Vibrational healing, higher mind, and reconciliation. So if this is about somebody else from the past, an experience, whether they be, incarnate anymore or not, that would certainly shift how somebody feels safe within their body with that reconciliation, and that being under the auspices of Archangel Michael, of all angels, that it be done with truth, with integrity, with love, and with real high vibe choices. What is the element of water? Information, inspiration, insight needed for the Pisceans and cross watchers. This new moon in Virgo to full moon in Pisces, August, September 2022. There's a new love coming in. Now, I know, hold your fins. New love. Embrace this new opportunity of love that is here. This may pertain to work opportunities or spiritual growth or buying a new home. Right? Again, general read. This is why people book me. It's like, that reading you did? I'm like, which one, honey? Which one? And I don't go watch the video, but they'll say this happened, and then it clicks in. This could be about anything, but I think it depends on your definition of home, right? There's a difference between a house and a home. Right now I'm looking for a house, but right now this is my home. You know what I'm saying? It's more emotional. It's fourth house Cancerian dynamic, if you want to. I can elocute that a little bit better for you all. So, but maybe this is a new romantic thing, and or finding a new way to, right, for a reconciliation to happen on a vibrational level. Now, here's the thing. You heal it on that level. It doesn't matter if they're in the body or not, right? Because it's between you and your spirit, and certainly Archangel Michael. At least you know who to call to, and he will come in. He will help. I mean, you're already on YouTube. Go look at Archangel Michael clearings, right? With the sword of Archangel Michael. There are probably 10 billion of them on YouTube alone. So let's get you a MatCon healing mantra card here, the card of spirit. So grab some rutilated quartz, grab a rock, grab whatever, cast for the safe home, call in Archangel Michael, and with the understanding, the emotional feeling, embracing that, you're willing to embrace the new opportunity. It's a new moon read to a manifestation at your full moon. This could be powerful. Then you say this a little bit every day, holding on to the rock, saying, hey, AAM. When you work with them every day, they get really chill. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Okay. I call upon the ascended masters of the General Assembly, because I could have said reconciliation, I could have said that, vibrational energetic healing, could have said new love, but, this could be about a literal home, a symbolic home, like I said, feeling at home in their own skin, which sometimes water signs have issues with because they're feeling other people's stuff and they just don't know it. So for them to, do this vibrational healing with a mantra and maybe a piece of rutilated quartz, with the sword of Michael, the help of Archangel Michael, maybe to manifest a new love in some way, shape, or form. So please, what is the perfect healing mantra? The card of spirit to help them day by day, if they say it, if you remember, to help them plant this seed of a safe home, which is very Virgo Saturday, Virgo moon Saturday, to their full moon in Pisces. This August, September 2022. Yeah, has to click. Healing heartbreak. My heart will love again. Okay, let's talk. I'm going to read it from the Boogie Book in a minute. But this clicks in. Look, when I bought this place 5 years ago, I'm going to get personal. I'm not naked, but personal. This ain't OnlyFans. I don't have an account yet. I was in love with somebody who was supposed to move here with me. He didn't. He made other things. He just didn't tell me until 2 years me being in here. So that was a bit traumatic. And then, of course, the world shifted drastically, as I'm sure you all know. So, it broke my heart. Like, right? That's why this new place, there's just none of that. It is a whole new experience for me because I called in Archangel Michael a whole bunch to cut me free from the lies, illusions, deceptions, delusions, omissions, which is just as bad as lying, somebody just not speaking the truth. And this mantra has helped a lot. My heart will love again. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. I'm in control of opening or closing my heart if I choose to be. So for a Pisces thing, that's important. You can take space for yourself and not close your heart, right? But to know that what you really want is an environment that you can feel safe in, a place that feels like home. Click your fins together 3 times. A safety beyond doubt. That's going to really help allow you to heal heartbreaks. But it's being done vibrationally. Interesting read. Let me read you this, and then we will close this up with a blessimation, and we'll chat a little bit. Healing heartbreak. When heartbreak is healed, you are able to learn and grow from each relationship, no matter who you believe is to blame. As heartbreak is seen as life's way of breaking your heart open to expand the love you are able to give and receive. So don't mind if you fall apart. There's more room in a broken heart. Thank you, Carly Simon, wherever you are. It becomes easier to pick up the pieces of your innocence and invite greater intimacy in your life. And I'm still working on it. Anybody comes to me with anything other than like honesty and truth, I gotta just watch out. I think I said it in the Aquarian read. A lot of the men who have lied to me in the sexual romantic genre are dead. I didn't do it, I swear. It had nothing to do with it. I wasn't there. We weren't speaking. You know, and that's not because they did it, but I'm sure it didn't help. This card is ideal for dealing with resentment. What do you mean, resentment? Releasing the past and healing grief. Gee, it sounds an awful lot like vibrational healing. Higher mind and reconciliation. Whether this person ever crosses your path, person, place, or thing, crosses the viewer screen of your life, right, from your point of view. Interesting read and very Piscean. This is what's going to happen. We're going to do a blessimation. It's a lovely little word we came up with over on patreon.com/joining-the-circle. It's a combination of a blessing and a summation, and then we'll chat at the little bit at the end where I tend to let loose, particularly the last sign of the series. I let the goofy loose. Let's see what happens. Let's see what comes out of my mouth. I love you. Hang in there. Breathe. Still point. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Piscean collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need, this new to their full moon in Pisces, so that they are healing heartbreak, because their heart will love again, and that makes sense with the higher self saying there is a new love on the way, in process for a new moon to full moon read, and that love could manifest itself in all sorts of different ways, but there's really only one love. So if they were to call upon, ask for the assistance of Archangel Michael in some way, shape, or form, their eyes would be cleared, because that's what he does. He cuts away. He breaks chains of illusion and sets all things to right. He reveals what has been hidden and brings the truth to light. And certainly with a piece of rutilated quartz or something similar, that vibrational healing, that reconciliation, that higher mind, that higher presence doing the work. But notice who comes through your mind and call in Archangel Michael, grab your rock and cast. That we cast this circle round about. Safety is now beyond doubt for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So motivating. So it is. That's a good one. I mean, the healing heartbreak's not exactly a womp womp. But, you know, just go listen to Coming Around Again by Carly Simon. You'll know what I mean. It's a good song. I dated a guy who was a Carly Simon fanatic, and he also had 10,000 ferrets. But the 90s. Did you like the video? Then hit the thumbs up. Help the other fishy family find it. If you want more of me here on YouTube, I suggest subscribing. It just seems like the natural thing to do. And do hit the notification bell. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. I'm packing and moving and a lot's going on. Yeah, so I put these videos out when they are ready. And by all means, come Patreon on Patreon. They're going to get to see the crazy, wacky antics behind the scene as I move my home 5 hours north by car from here with 3 cats, a whole room of requirement, my room of shadows, right? A whole lot. So that should be a fun little adventure. So if you want more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, and we're having a lot of fun over there. A lot of Pisceans too. Just come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm fun, I got cool hair, and I know what I'm talking about. I should. I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you know, call me Mal. And if you want to book me for a private reading, there is a video in the description box. Booking a reading with Mal here on YouTube really does explain every aspect of it, all the different things you need to know before reaching out to me. In fact, explains it all for you. Just like Clarissa, I'm not giving up on that joke yet. Otherwise, thank you so very much for watching. I love you. Remember, as you're doing this for yourself, little by little by little, you're helping all of us because we're all one. It just don't look that way. I love you. Hang in there. Float when you can, dive when you gotta. Hail, farewell, myrrh, and blessed, blessed be.